October ended yesterday, but I always like to open up on the 1st of the month. So hello, we are off to another funeral. So I have my funeral attire on, which is, you know, my usual Michael Kors dress and my Valentino shoes and my Chanel bag. That's my funeral uniform, or that's what it's become. But I have put on my Gucci tights. No, I haven't. I've put on my Gucci dupes, let's say, that I got from Primark. I love them. Love them. There we go. That's what they look like. Just thought I would share them with you. Okay, let me put my shoes on and we'll do a wee quick outfit on the 1st of November. So this is another one of our customers, or no, customers, because they still shopped from Rico's new venture. Okay, so that's just the usual outfit. It's not showing up very much because it's all black, but I just wanted to show you the tights were worth the money from Primark. So if you catch them, then you know it's not a fortune. Oh, and I wasn't supposed to be changing out bags until tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to film the what's in my bag. But I wasn't going to take the Neverfull to a funeral. Not that there's anything wrong with taking the Neverfull to a funeral, but it just didn't go with the outfit. Couldn't do it. But what I will do is everything that I've put in my, which is not very much actually, in my classic flap, which is sitting on the stairs, that's why I keep pointing that way, I'll empty into my Neverfull and just explain. Good morning from the 2nd of November. I'm starting with an aniseed tea because, oh, camera. In fact, let me put in my cinnamon in because I like cinnamon in my tea. The allergies arrived this morning. And oh, like really bad. And some cloves. There we go. And then just top up. There we go. So the tea is loose. So I have my little tea strainer there. Let that brew. So that's the tea there. You can see it's really quite fine. So that's how we're starting off the 2nd of November. How are you starting yours off? So I'm hoping this is going to calm down the allergies. I literally woke up with a swollen face this morning. My eyes had disappeared into my head. I've had to kind of put some mascara and bits and pieces on because woof, woof. And it was definitely the broth. That's all I had to eat yesterday. Literally, that's all I had to eat yesterday. Didn't even have bread. I didn't even have bread with it or anything. So I had broth for breakfast, broth for lunch, broth for dinner, and obviously the wheat mixture. And anyway, it went for me big time. I mean, I love it, but I mean, I had nothing else yesterday, and I woke up this morning and I felt, say if I'd had wine yesterday, I would have gone, ho, but it was soup. I had a hangover this morning from soup. I'm not kidding you. It was, oh, you could hear it in my voice. I can feel it in my face, and I could feel it yesterday, last night, coming. I said, I'm not feeling well, and a headache was coming on. Started getting sniffly, and I thought, I'm getting a cold. Anyway, went to bed early last night, got up this morning, and I get really congested. That's how my allergies show up, or I get all of this breaking out, but it was more congestion. Anyway, so I really need to be careful today what I put in my system. But so I've started off with aniseed tea, which is absolutely delicious, with my added clove and cinnamon. Anyway, so yesterday we had the funeral, but what we weren't told, so the person that was giving us the details of the funeral forgot to tell us that we were supposed to wear bright colours. So Rico and I turned up in black tie. Black tie, you know, how you would normally dress for a funeral. So we kind of stood out, Rico and I, because we were approaching and we could see pink jackets and nobody wearing a black tie. Oh, anyway, we were there. That's what counts. That was it. So that's what happened at the funeral yesterday. Anyway, and then I came home. I cleaned upstairs. Well, what I could clean upstairs, because obviously, I mean, 2 of the bedrooms are an absolute mess with everything from here. I've decided to change things up in here again. So the plan was to put the TV there, move the radiator, blah blah blah, which is proving to be really, really expensive, and I don't think it's worth it for the amount of use we get out of this room. I'm now gonna get the TV priced here because the wiring's already here, so it can easily, this is an outside wall, so we could easily take the wiring outside and over here, or we can simply take it under the flooring here, as the flooring has already been lifted, and just keep this radiator, and it would be hidden because then the settee would sit in front of it there. That's the new plan, but we don't know. We've booked our flooring. The flooring is booked to get put in the week after the decorator comes in. So that gives the decorator a week to do the decorating. And I can see my concealer. I've had to put concealer on under my eyes, honestly. It's so bad. So flooring and the walls are booked. Couldn't get somebody to come and smooth out the ceiling, so I'm leaving it. I mean, how often do we look up in the ceiling? So that's getting left now. That's getting left. That's it. I just want my house tidied now. That's all I want. Okay, the other thing is, yesterday I also organised, let's go into my room, I also planned out my agenda as well. So what normally happens with me at the beginning of the year, let's go in here because it's so much easier. Okay, let me just put you on the stand. So this is my agenda here, my Filofax agenda. So what normally happens at the beginning of the year, I'm very much into my agenda, and then I just let it go. But with this agenda, I've got everything in here. Knocking myself out with it. I've got everything in here. So like I use my, have I got it here? No, it's in my bag. So I use my small Louis Vuitton agenda and my PM agenda for putting in birthdays, dates, things like that. That's like my personal agenda. In here I keep everything. So it's got a calendar in here. It's got a section. So this section here is like my YouTube section. So it's like tag videos, video ideas, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. So there's a section in here that's just for my videos. Normally I just get an idea and I film it, but if I get tagged and things like that, I write them down so I don't forget who's tagged me and who's started the tag and things like that, just things to remind me, because then I'll think, oh, somebody tagged me, who was it, and I can't remember. So that's what I tend to use my agenda for. At the back here I have a separate book which I've just put into the agenda. That's for whatever business project is going on at the time. That's what I keep that there for. And so yesterday I organised my agenda for Christmas, so I keep a section in here for whatever's going on. So just now obviously Christmas is going on. At the start of my agenda I just have a piece of paper for script. Sometimes I just want something to scribble on. That's what that's for. The beginning, right at the start of my agenda, I put, if I'm having a bit of anxiety come on, this is what this is for. I have my intentions written out, wish lists. I got a note to my mum and dad there, just thanking them. I have that there. sometimes I just need to remind my things. I have these notes here, I've spoken about this before, so it's things like choose something that matters more, just when I'm having that moment when I just feel I need something. Practice willingness, don't avoid, accept, build emotional muscle, right? Like, I can do that. I've spoken about that before, but that's just like wee reminders for me when I need them. You know, anxiety hasn't been that bad for me lately, which is really good. But just when I need it, that's when I put it. I also put, you know, when I need to sit down and write gratitude, when I need to write it. This is all when my anxiety is bad. So it's not things that I need all the time. I normally practice gratitude in my mind, and I try and do that on an everyday basis, just to, sometimes we just need to remind ourselves, but sometimes I need to write it down. And it's kind of, because anxiety is all in here, so it's just reworking the mind in here. So that's what I do. That's the beginning, and that's right at the start of my agenda. Then I try sometimes to do a food diary. It never works for me, as you all know. I go, right, today we're going to write down everything, and then that lasts for about a day. But I've got a section there for when I need to do it. I need to put in there, avoid broth. So here I have things that, I call it a wish list, but in here it's like decorate the playroom, new blinds in the kitchen, decorate the hallway, things that, you know, don't have to get done, but things that's like my wish list of things that I want. It doesn't always have to be bags and things like that, could just be other things. My next section, I have what needs to be done that month. So it's monthly plans. So now we are in November, so it's here I have, for example, so this is what I was organising yesterday because it was the 1st of November. Finish cleaning kitchen cupboards, finish decorating playroom, start Christmas shopping, which in fact I started yesterday. Organise all bedroom cupboards, send advent calendars to Milton Keynes, blah blah blah. So that's my list of things that need to be done in November. So that's what that's then I'll tick them off as I do them, because as you all know, I work by routine, but November my routine changes because of Christmas and I need to do extra things and so on and so forth. Then starts all my plans for Christmas. So on the first page I just put things like theatre tickets, advent calendars, gift lists, a Christmas theme like for dinner, because I've got everybody for dinner, so I want some sort of, you know, Christmas crackers. I start just anything, that all the things that I need to kind of get together, and I just scribble them down on the first page. And then I start doing things like my list of names that I need to get Christmas presents for, and then as I get the presents, all the ideas, I write them down. So if I get an idea for a person, I'll write it down. If I've bought it, I tick it. So I spent a good part of yesterday organising my agenda. Also, what I need to do, I need to put that actually in November, is order new inserts, both for my Filofax and my Louis Vuitton PM agenda. And I just buy the refills from Filofax, which is for the pocket agenda, which fit my PM Louis Vuitton agenda. Wish I had it here to show you. Hold on, I'll go and get it and I'll show you. Here it is. Got it in my Neverfull, which I'm also going to be filming today. I'm going to be filming what's in my bag with my Neverfull. So this is the Louis Vuitton PM agenda. It's my personal agenda. And here are the Filofax refills, and these are the, I always like the pink ones. I think they look nice next to the monogram. So I just order them from Amazon. So I need to order new inserts, and that's what they look like. I think they're rather nice and a lot cheaper than the Louis Vuitton ones. The first year, which was a long time ago, when I bought this, I bought the Louis Vuitton ones, but just another gimmick. For what I use it for, these are absolutely fine and they look lovely. I haven't seen what the, haven't even looked to see what the Christmas ones are like. But yeah, that's what I did yesterday. Now I'm going to go and clean downstairs. I've already started. Of course, beds are made already, bathrooms are all done, and I'm going to go and clean downstairs. And I've only really got the hall, sitting room and dining room. Everything else is done because the playroom I can't clean, basically. Still got a bit, I still feel a bit, oh. Anyway, so I went downstairs and said, you need to freeze that soup. But I can't have any more of it. I says to him like that, and he says, oh my goodness, your face is swollen. It's still puffy, it's still really puffy. Right, let's go and clean. And I've still got to go to the gym as well. I'm going to book my class at the gym. And I'm going to show you the mess in the rooms just so you can see that I am not exaggerating. I was in here cleaning yesterday and Rico was like that to me. Why are you even cleaning? I says, I'm just kind of cleaning round about the pieces that I can get. So this is what this looks like in here. And then going in here. This is what this looks like in here. In here I've got my wee box because I was doing some postings for Rico Cooks in here. So just organising that. See, this is the kind of thing that I want to take down in the office part of the playroom. So, because it's easier to work from if that's sitting on the desk, and just organise all of that. So this is what's going on here. Hello and welcome to the 3rd of November. I am just about to clean my fridge. Today our collaboration with Yota went up live. So that's done. So now we're going to plan our next one. I have just brought in this from outside. This is the joys of putting washing outside. Birds keek, birds poo poo on my white sheets. So I'm gonna have to, and I actually got it dried. I mean, that's amazing. Still putting washing out on the 3rd of November. I think that's fantastic. So I'm just gonna wash that again. I should really go and check if they've poo-pooed on anything else. That's what I'm gonna go and do. Check if they've poo-pooed on anything else. By the way, that video last night, it did me in. People, why do these things happen? And I've still got this ongoing headache. I think I'm actually gonna do a COVID test because that's now Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I don't suffer from headaches. So I'm gonna actually, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go, in fact I'll do one now. I'm gonna go and check the washing, put everything out of the fridge because it's Wednesday and it's clean and fridge day. I have been to the gym this morning. I have taken Lily a walk. Yes! It's doing me in. That's just too many days for me. Cheers, mint tea. The aniseed is done. Okay, the fridge has been done. I haven't done the COVID test yet because when I was reading the instructions it says you have to make sure you haven't eaten in the last half hour, and I had munched at one of my bits of cardboard, and then as I was cleaning the fridge I was munching at everything in the fridge. So I have to wait. I'll wait, but I think I'm definitely gonna do one. But I still haven't brought the washing and it's actually getting dark. But what I was going to say to you was, on my feed popped up a video on Sheer Whitney. And she spoke about the problems she's having with her teeth. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for her because we all know what it's like when you get like one toothache. I mean, and she said what she said is right. It goes right through your body, and honestly, you know what it's like with one. And she has suffered with the majority of her teeth. I couldn't even bear to imagine the pain she's been in. I know I have spoken about Sheer Whitney quite negatively recently, but it wasn't really about her. It was more about her videos because she was selling all the time. I just felt she was selling. But honestly, it came up and the title got me. And there was none of all that drama on the thumbnail or anything. And I was like, oh my God, honestly. Oh, I couldn't even imagine going through all that pain. I mean, I've had this bother with this tooth and I've had this bother, a wee bit of bother, but it's not major, nothing major, because if it was, I would have been at the dentist getting it fixed by now, which I really need to go. But, oh, I can't even imagine what that's like, so I felt bad for that. Then, Fleur de Force popped up. No, actually I'm subscribed to Fleur de Force and she's leaving YouTube for a couple of, she hasn't said, but she says she titled it This Is Goodbye or whatever it is. Have I got it here? Oh, she actually titled it It's Not Goodbye. And yeah, but apparently she's going to concentrate on her jewellery line, and she just didn't feel comfortable doing YouTube. She wasn't right for her anymore. Going to concentrate on her jewellery line. Give her dues. I mean, she could have used YouTube as a platform to promote her jewellery line like everybody else, but I'm sure she's going to send her jewellery to all the other YouTubers that are going to promote it, and she's got a big following on Instagram, so she'll probably do it there anyway. Just thought I'd share with you. I was like, whoa, whoa. Okay, I have done the test. This line here is showing that I have done the test properly. And actually, my headache has gone. I think it was my sinuses because I've stuck the rod up my nose. So this test is, it has, my headache's gone. So you stick the rod up your nose. You don't do it in your down your throat. It's just up your nose. And 2 of my friends today said to me, it's probably your sinuses. But I wanted to be sure because I've got somebody coming in now, and because I'm going to the gym, but I need to get it checked, especially as I'm not the type to suffer with headaches. So the time's not up yet, we're still waiting. Alexa will let us know, but yeah, I think I'm fine, because the headache, honestly, sticking that rod must have just opened up my sinuses, and because I had all that congestion on, was it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday I woke up congested because I said all the allergies have started, so just stick a rod up your nose. No, don't, but yeah.